Welcome to Wonderslate. Buy smart eBooks from the best publishers. Subscribe and turn on the notification bell.
Topic for today's quiz is Indigo. Question number 1. Why did Rajkumar Shukla come to the Congress session? Option A. To complain about the injustice faced by farmers. Option B. To receive Gandhiji and take him to Champaran. Option C. To hire a lawyer against landlord system. Option D. To accompany Gandhiji to go to other parts of India. The correct answer is Option A. To complain about the injustice faced by farmers. Rajkumar Shukla was one of the peasants who were suffering under the exploitative rule of the British landlords. He had come to the Congress session to complain about the injustice meted out to them by the landlords who had deceived and extorted money from them. Question number 2. Under an ancient arrangement, the Champaran peasants were sharecroppers. Here the purpose of calling sharecropping an ancient arrangement is to imply that Option A. Sharecropping does not suit the modern market. Option B. Sharecropping was adopted very early but now require a change. Option C. Sharecropping was an exploitative arrangement. Option D. Sharecropping had not been beneficial for the peasants. The correct answer is Option B. Sharecropping was adopted very early but now require a change. By calling the sharecropping arrangement as an ancient arrangement, the writer wants to highlight that it was an old arrangement that did not suit the present times. Hence, it needed to be changed. Question number 3. Gandhi told Shukla he had an appointment in Kanpur and was also committed to going to other parts of India. Shukla accompanied him everywhere. The given lines show that Shukla was I. Patient. 2. Irritating. 3. Dominating. 4. Resolute. V. Courageous. Option A. I and 4. Option B. 2 and 4. Option C. Only 4. Option D. 4 and V. The correct answer is Option A. I and 4. The fact that even though Gandhi has informed him of his commitments, Rajkumar Shukla followed him everywhere and persisted in taking Gandhi to Champaran. This shows that he was a patient and a resolute man. Question number 4. Select the suitable option for the given statements, based on your reading of Indigo. I. The household servants of Rajendra Prasad's house believed in the concept of untouchability. 2. They believed Gandhi to be untouchable and did not allow him to drink from the well. Option A. 1 is true but 2 is false. Option B. 1 is false but 2 is true. Option C. Both 1 and 2 cannot be inferred. Option D. Both 1 and 2 can be inferred. The correct answer is Option D. Both 1 and 2 can be inferred. The servants at the house of Rajendra Prasad believed in the concept of untouchability as they considered Gandhi to be an untouchable and thus did not allow him to drink water from the well. They feared that if the water from Gandhi fell, it would pollute the well. Question number 5. Gandhi decided to go first to Muzaffarpur, which was en route to Champaran, to obtain more complete information about conditions than Shukla was capable of imparting. The given lines show that Option A. Gandhiji did not believe Shukla. Option B. Gandhiji wanted to get to the core of the problem. Option C. Gandhiji knew what he had to do. Option D. Gandhiji wanted to talk to authorities. The correct answer is Option B. Gandhiji wanted to get to the core of the problem. The fact that Gandhi went to Muzaffarpur to gather more information highlights that he knew that Rajkumar Shukla may not be able to give him complete details about the problem. For him to help the peasants, it was essential for him to get to the core of the problem. Question number 6. It was an extraordinary thing in those days, Gandhi commented, for a government professor to harbor a man like me. With what tone do you think Gandhi would have spoken the given statement? Option A. Awe. Option B. Admiration. Option C. Joy. Option D. As a matter of fact, the correct answer is Option B. Admiration. When Gandhi praises Professor Malkani, he uses the tone of admiration to highlight that in time of British tyranny, when every other man feared punishment for supporting the advocates of Home Rule, a government school teacher harbored him in his own house. Question number 7. In the light of the following statement, choose the option that lists the characteristics of the courts as per Gandhi. I have come to the conclusion that we should stop going to law courts. Taking such cases to the courts does lead to good. Where the peasants are so crushed and fear-stricken, law courts are useless. The real relief for them is to be free from fear. I. Just. 2. Biased. 3. Servile. 4. Resolute. V. Racist. Option A. I and 3. Option B. I and 4. Option C. Only 2. Option D. 2 and V. The correct answer is option C. Only 2. According to Gandhi, going to courts is useless as they will be biased with the peasants and judge in the favor of the British landlords. Question number 8. What according to Mahatma Gandhi would be a real solution for peasants of Champaran? Option A. To free them from fear. Option B. To file cases in law courts. Option C. To talk to British officials. Option D. To hire thugs. The correct answer is option A. To free them from fear. For Mahatma Gandhi, the peasants required to be free from the fear of the British authority. They need to learn courage and challenge the British tyranny. Question number 9. Gandhi signed a receipt for the notice and wrote on it that he would disobey the order. What characteristics would you attach to Gandhiji based on the given sentence? Option A. Daring. Option B. Revolutionary. Option C. Strong-willed. Option D. Determined. The correct answer is option A. Daring. The act of disobeying an official government order shows that Gandhi was bold and daring to challenge authority. Question number 10. Morning found the town of Motihari black with peasants. Here black means option A. Color. Option B. Shade. Option C. Crowded. Option D. Blank. The correct answer is option C. Crowded. In the given phrase, the word black has been used to indicate the large number of people who had come to Muzaffarpur to aid Gandhi. The word has been used to indicate the large crowd assembled in the town. Question number 11. The government was baffled. Why was the government baffled? This was so because option A. They did not how to solve the sharecropping issue. Option B. They did not how to handle too large crowd. Option C. They realized that their power was being questioned. Option D. Both. B and C. The correct answer is option D. Both. B and C. The British government was baffled because they had a large crowd that was challenging their power and authority and they did not know how to handle them. Question number 12. Apparently, the authorities wished to consult their superiors. The word apparently here indicates option A. Reason. Option B. Excuse. Option C. Disbelief. Option D. Strategy. The correct answer is option B. Excuse. The use of the word apparently in the given sentence indicates that the author does not believe the British authorities' reason for postponing the trial to be consultation with the authorities. For him, it was just an excuse. Question number 13. The judge released him without bail. The given sentence is an indication of option A. Victory of the civil disobedience movement. Option B. Removal of fear from the peasants. Option C. Success of Gandhi over the Britishers. Option D. Success of challenge to British authority. The correct answer is option D. Success of challenge to British authority. The fact that the trial was postponed without any need for bail for Gandhi shows that the first event of challenging the British authority had been successful. Question number 14. In the light of the following statement, pick the option that lists characteristics of Gandhi. Gandhi never contented himself with large political or economic solutions. He saw the cultural and social backwardness in the Champaran villages and wanted to do something about it immediately. I. Pragmatic. 2. Obedient. 3. Compassionate. 4. Philanthropic. V. Patient. Y. Dramatic. Option A. I. 3 and Y. Option B. I. 4 and V. Option C. I. 3 and 4. Option D. 2 V and Y. The correct answer is option C. I. 3 and 4. The given lines show that Gandhi was pragmatic, compassionate, and philanthropic in his approach to molding a new free Indian. Question number 15. Complete the statement about the form of the chapter, Indigo. CBSE Question Bank 2021. The chapter Indigo is a Louis Fisher book. Option A. A preface to. Option B. The blurb for. Option C. The foreword of. Option D. An excerpt from Ansh. D. The lesson Indigo is an excerpt from the Louis Fisher's book titled The Life of Mahatma Gandhi. The correct answer is option D. An excerpt from Ansh. D. The lesson Indigo is an excerpt from the Louis Fisher's book titled The Life of Mahatma Gandhi. Complete the statement about the form of the chapter, Indigo. CBSE Question Bank 2021. The chapter Indigo is a Louis Fisher book. A. A preface to. B. The blurb for. C. The foreword of. D. An excerpt from Ansh. D. The lesson Indigo is an excerpt from the Louis Fisher's book titled The Life of Mahatma Gandhi. Question number 16. What was the nature of Gandhi's mission as mentioned in the passage? Option A. To teach self-dependence. Option B. To start a result. Option C. To help the poor peasants. Option D. To chide the lawyers. The correct answer is option C. To help the poor peasants. The primary purpose and nature of Gandhi's mission was to help the poor peasants who were getting exploited in the sharecropping agreement. Question number 17. Of the four meanings of champion, select the option that matches in meaning with its usage in the extract. Option A. Number 1 title holder. Option B. Vigorous advocator. Option C. Man at arms. Option D. Popular leader. The correct answer is option B. Vigorous advocator. The word champion means someone who very extensively advocates or promotes a cause. Question number 18. What does their cases refer to in the extract? Option A. Their professional history. Option B. Cases against British authorities. Option C. Cases against tyrannical landlords. Option D. Their work for the upliftment of peasants. The correct answer is option C. Cases against tyrannical landlords. In the given extract, their cases refers to the case that the lawyers are fighting for the sharecroppers against the tyrannical British landlords. Question number 19. Select the terms that can be associated with the following. 1. Spread quickly through Muzaffarpur. 2. Reported the size of their fee. Option A. 1. Gandhi's popularity. 2. Lawyers' greed. Option B. 1. The extent of exploitation. 2. Pride and capability. Option C. 1. Belief in Gandhi. 2. Arrogance and earnestness. Option D. 1. Seriousness of the issue. 2. Self-belief. The correct answer is option A. 1. Gandhi's popularity. 2. Lawyers' greed. The first phrase is indicative of Gandhi's popularity because of which peasants were visiting him. The second phrase highlights the greed of the lawyers who were fighting for the poor peasants. Question number 20. Select the option that lists the feelings and attitudes the sharecroppers attached to Gandhi. 1. Hope. 2. Courage. 3. Accountability. 4. Leadership. 5. Fear. Option A. 1 and 2. Option B. 2 and 4. Option C. 3 and 5. Option D. 1 and 4. The correct answer is option D. 1 and 4. The sharecroppers had come to visit Gandhi because they hoped that under the leadership of this popular leader they would be able to get justice. Question number 21. Select the suitable option for the given statements, based on the extract. 1. His was not loyalty to abstractions, it was a loyalty to living, human beings. 2. Gandhi was a humanitarian at heart. Option A. 1 is the cause of 2. Option B. 2 is the effect of 1. Option C. 2 can be inferred from 1. Option D. 1 and 2 are independent of each other. The correct answer is option C. 2 can be inferred from 1. Question number 22. The given extract does not talk about option A. Details of the daily problems faced by human beings. Option B. Efforts to relieve suffering of the common people. Option C. The reason for the occurrence of Champaran. Option D. Gandhi's principles in the field of politics. The correct answer is option A. Details of the daily problems faced by human beings. The given extract talks about how the efforts put forward by Gandhi to relieve the suffering of the common man led him into the Champaran episode. The extract in doing states Gandhi's principle in the field of politics. Question number 23. Which option showcases an example of action? A. Result. R. From the passage. 1. A equals defines R equals poor peasants. 2. A equals free Indians R equals free India. 3. A equals free India R equals defiance. 4. A equals defiance R equals free Indians. Option A. Option 1. Option B. Option 2. Option C. Option 3. Option D. Option 4. The correct answer is option B. Option 2. Question number 24. Gandhiji wanted to mold a new free Indian who could stand on his own feet. This means that the new free Indian is option A. Courageous. Option B. Self-reliant. Option C. Strong-willed. Option D. Empowered. The correct answer is option C. Strong-willed. Gandhi wanted to mold a new free Indian who could stand on his own feet, fight for his rights and take a stand for himself. This new individual will be self-reliant, courageous, and independent. Question number 25. Choose the option listing the sentence that is the most appropriate example of an act of defiance. From the following. She picked up the telephone terrified of what was about to come. She could hear nobody on the other side. Meanwhile, there was a thud at the door loud enough to scare her. Curious as she was, she wanted to open it as soon as possible. Her mother tried to stop her several times, but she went ahead, nevertheless. Option A. She picked up the telephone terrified of what was about to come. Option B. Meanwhile, there was a thud at the door loud enough to scare her. Option C. Curious as she was, wanted to open it as soon as possible. Option D. Her mother tried to stop her several times but she went ahead nevertheless. The correct answer is option D. Her mother tried to stop her several times but she went ahead nevertheless. Her mother tried to stop her several times but she went ahead nevertheless. Thank you for watching the video. If you'd like practice this quiz, then download the Wonderslate app now. Link in the description below. If you have any suggestion for us, feel free to leave comments. If you liked the video and want to see more of it, hit the thumbs up and don't forget to click on subscribe button to get more updates of the future videos.